It is a great satisfaction to greet you again. I hope you and your pet are well. Today we will talk about the following. Does your attention reinforce your dog's bad behaviors? Dogs have been domesticated for thousands of years to instinctively seek our attention and work for it. But sometimes, your attention can accidentally reinforce bad behaviors that you don't want your dog to engage in. In this video, we'll discuss how attention can be a reinforcer, why dogs care about our attention, and of course, how to use attention more intentionally to improve puppy manners. Let's get right to it. Dependence and companionship. We're currently seeing 5-pound chihuahuas wearing designer sweaters and shoes posing for an Instagram post. Think about that for a moment. How would your dog fare without you? Would they be able to find food? Would they know how to find shelter when it's cold? Would they be able to defend themselves from predators? While I know this is extreme, it reflects dogs' dependence on us humans. And so we did. We've bred dogs that enjoy our company, virtually every breed. We've bred dogs that love to work with us, shepherds and retrievers. We've bred dogs that love to protect us, Dobermans and the like. Basically, we've helped mold dogs to crave our company and attention. They look to us for food, protection, and even love. And that alone makes your attention a huge reinforcer for your puppy. Your dog decides his reinforcers. Before we continue, we need to define reinforcers. A reinforcer is something delivered after a behavior that causes that behavior to be maintained or increased. Here are a few. Attention, even if it's just looking at our puppies. Treats or food, verbal praise, petting, belly rubs, etc. Fetching, tugging the dog, and the list goes on. And while some dogs don't mind human attention as much as others, almost all of those reinforcers come from us. We throw the ball. We give them treats. We rub their bellies. We praise them. What's incredibly important to remember is that your dog decides their reinforcers. Just like humans, dogs are unique. Each one has certain things that motivate them, annoy them, or even excite them. So, take advantage of it. And, above all, find out what your dog really wants as reinforcement. Now that we've talked about reinforcers and why attention is important to our dogs, let's get to the nitty-gritty. Unintentional attention reinforcement. But what happens if that reinforcer is administered, even unintentionally, after an undesirable behavior? Let's look at some examples. And let me tell you, this is extremely common, so don't feel bad if you do it. My goal is to get you thinking about when and how this might happen in your home. Being aware of mistakes in dog training is the first step to solving them. If your dog jumps up and you put your hands on him to try to knock him down, a reinforcer has just been applied. Your dog wanted your attention, which is why he jumps, in most cases, and you gave it to him by touching him. Therefore, that jump is likely to be repeated or increase in frequency. If your dog sits at the table begging and you say, "Oh, buddy, you're cute, but not today," a small reinforcer has just been applied. Your dog wanted your attention, ultimately to get food, and you gave it to him by talking and interacting with him. So, the food begging is likely to continue, and it most certainly will if you give in and provide table scraps. If your dog barks persistently and you approach him and try to interact to find out what he wants, a reinforcer has just been applied. Your dog wanted your attention, and you did. Therefore, the demand barking is likely to repeat itself and increase in frequency. Do you see the pattern? Even when you don't think you're reinforcing a behavior, you may be doing so with your attention. This is something we do very often unintentionally. Interrupt and redirection to the correct behavior. While ignoring may be the right thing to do, sometimes it's not plausible. In many cases, it will be necessary to interrupt the behavior and redirect it to the desired behavior and then reinforce that behavior. For example, let's look at jumping. Here's what you can try. You walk through the door and your puppy starts jumping on you. Instead of putting your hands down to push him away or telling him, "Out, out, out," try turning your back on him. Then quickly redirect your dog to what you really want him to do. Let's say his bed. You guide him to his spot, and when he's there and starts to settle in, you hug him like crazy. This redirection and reward for the correct behavior should be immediate, and the reward should be of very high value to your dog. It is a pleasure to inform you and help you. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you should do it now. Take care of yourself and your furry friend. A hug, and until the next video.